Ladies, gentlemen, Rockstar has just announced all the quality of life updates coming to GTA Online on June 13th with the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC. So without further ado, let's get right into them. As announced before, you will be able to claim all your destroyed vehicles in one go when calling Morse Mutual. You will no longer be charged for recovering a personal vehicle that was destroyed during contact missions. Custom description tags for garages to help you locate your favorite vehicles when calling the mechanic. The ability to select individual floors when requesting vehicles from the Eclipse Boulevard garage. If you might know right now, that's a rather long list, but now you can basically go like you would have with the Arena War floors, which is pretty nice. There are some control changes happening to VTOL planes, such as for example the Hydra, and also the brand new F-160 Reju plane, which is the name of the brand new jet coming to the game. From now on, if you want to engage in stealth mode, like on the brand new plane, which does confirm the fact that the new jet does have stealth mode, you will have to press right on the D-pad. Now, for those who are paying attention, this does mean that Rockstar would have to change the controls, because that used to be how you would activate VTOL. The control change is that you now have to hold and click the left stick in order to switch from VTOL on or off. The option to re-request an already active MOC, Avenger or Terabyte to be delivered closer to you can now be done through the interaction menu. Alternative filters for race types when browsing the jobs menu, which is very nice because that has been quite a long list for quite a long time. Happy to see that. The Eudora and the Broadway can now be used for taxi work when the liveries are equipped for them, which you obviously have to unlock first. Lesser used vehicles are going to be removed from the in-game websites. Rockstar says that they're doing this to streamline the browsing experience, basically meaning that it's been pretty cluttered, and this will also give the showrooms a new reason to exist, which basically means that, let's say for example the Banshee will be removed from the websites. You will now only be able to get that through showrooms during event weeks, which gives those a new purpose, or the Lucky Wheels or other places. Interesting change. I don't personally mind this. I don't also entirely see the point, because it's kind of like a change that creates more FOMO, which I'm obviously not really a fan of. I don't think that the websites were cluttered. I think especially with the somewhat recent changes of having like 2-door, 4-door, etc., it was easier to find vehicles. So this to me seems like a change to kind of give the showrooms a purpose and create more FOMO. Not really a huge fan of this change personally. Hopefully they'll, not remove too many vehicles there. Gameplay updates. It looks to me that Rockstar is getting rid of the CEO and MC and is merging that together by just simply calling it registering as a boss, which makes me wonder if you'll still be able to use all the features in there. I have a lot of questions about that one. Very curious to see how that's going to work out. Rockstar is also making some changes to body armor. You'll now be able to buy all of them in one go, and rank requirements for body armor are also being removed. I'm wondering if they're also getting rid of the amount of body armor you can stock on you based on your rank, but I guess time will tell. Body armor will now also be restocked after quick restarting a mission, which is the same as it is with snacks, because that kind of was left behind. When equipping body armor from your weapon wheel, the type of armor will now also be used to how much damage the player has taken. So if you have like light armor after being shot once or twice, that will be used rather than a full stack of super heavy armor. When parachuting or in a free fall, you will no longer be getting calls from Tom Connors or English Dave. I've heard a few people complaining about that. It was rather interesting. Madrazzo's dispatch missions will now also be able to be done solo, and the alternative sprint control, which is holding the sprint, is now also going to be a thing in the settings menu. For those fans of the Asset Lab, you'll now be able to get a 5% extra sell bonus for naming your asset products. So if you feel like calling it Anime Girls, you can now sell Anime Girls for an additional 5% extra for your efforts. Rank requirements for the daily objectives have also been removed for those who still do those. Spoiler alert, it's kind of a waste of time. Also, some 3 major things kind of happening to the game too. Balancing updates, payouts for many of the collectibles, such as the buried stashes, treasure chest, will all be increased. And Rockstar will also be increasing the payouts for Gerald's Last Play and a Super Yacht Live missions by 25%. But that is not the biggest one. Rockstar is rebalancing the weapons for the LAZER and the Hydra in free mode only. Very interesting. They don't detail as to what exactly that they're rebalancing. They just simply said we're rebalancing it. So I guess this is the point where we're going to be doing testing and all this stuff whenever the DLC comes out. Stay tuned to the channel. That's not all. The Orbital cannon can no longer be instantly reset or refunded to prevent players from being repeatedly targeted. They're actually doing something about Orbital cannon spam. It only took 6 years, but it's here. Look, it's too little too late, and I always say that, but it's nice that it's finally happening, even if it's for the last year or so. GTA Online, I'm sure there's going to be many folks who are going to be very happy with that, so it's a very welcome change regardless. And finally, Rockstar's also adding a way to track your criminal activities with career progress, something that's going to be exclusive to the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S because of the career path that is within that game. It's going to be something for both veteran and new players, but I'm kind of curious to see what's going on there. And finally, there are some creator updates. I'm sure most of you won't care too much about that, so the two highlights in this are definitely going to be the option to add snow and the Halloween theme arriving later this year too, as well as the prop limit on PC having been increased to 300. Other than that, that is all there is for the quality of life updates that they've announced for the DLC. I don't think that this is everything yet, but this is what they have told us thus far. So very interesting changes happening to the game. Some I'm happy with, some I'm kind of like meh, whatever. But some I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do. Make sure to stay tuned to the channel for all the latest and greatest on the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC coming to you very soon. Leave a like if you enjoyed or found this useful. Subscribe for more. And if you like what you see on the channel, become a member like Chloe, GTA Plus, and Left Lane Looney. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all later.